The final Cajon Valley family stranded in Afghanistan is safe and on their way home tonight. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Back in August, the Cajon Valley Union School District learned that 22 of its students and their parents were trapped following the departure of U.S. forces. Tonight, as News 8's Dana Marie McNichol reports, they have all made it out.
It was a desperate situation bringing this last family home.
It's been a journey to get them there to the airport in a safe house. And now we can't wait to see them in person in El Cajon.
Cajon Valley Superintendent Dr. David Miyashiro communicated with the family every day since August. A San Diego mother and her 4 children were visiting family in Afghanistan when they were forced into hiding to escape the Taliban. Their identities are currently being protected.
Fear, devastation, life-threatening situations every day, a humanitarian crisis where food and water are things that are not guaranteed. It's been really rough, and it's still really rough. There are people being attacked in the street. The Taliban and ISIS-K are just attacking and killing people at random, and it's a very unsafe environment.
Congressman Darrell Issa has played a large role in bringing the families back to El Cajon.
They'll be catching up on months that they've been in isolation.
As these missing school children are coming home, Congressman Issa is still tracking 7 families from the San Diego area.
2 months ago, we were told there was 100, maybe 200 Americans left. To date, we have taken over 400 Americans out, and there are nearly 400 on the known list that are being tracked.
The first 7 families that we did rescue back early on in September, they wanted to go back to school the next day, and they were tired. But when they saw their classmates and their classmates saw their friends, it was like a party.
The superintendent expects a similar reaction from this family. The kids told him they can't wait to get back.
They have talked about their classmates, and they wanted to make sure that we didn't give their spot away. And we said, oh no, we're waiting for you.
A long-awaited reunion.
We're grateful that 100% of our families are home, but there are others out there, and this mission is not over.
Our Dana Marie McNichol reporting. Thanks, Dana Marie. The wait is almost over for our U.S.-Mexico border to open up again to non-essential travelers.
The port of entry has been closed to them for 19 months due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But for those looking to cross into the U.S. starting on Monday, there is a vaccination requirement.
News 8's Heather Hope has an update on what you can expect at the border.
There's so much excitement at the border for the point of entry to finally reopen to non-essential travelers. But with that vaccination requirement comes a lot of questions, and the U.S. Customs and Border Protection hope to clear that up today.
The first step is a verbal attestation, but at any point where the officer may request it, they should have it available to present.
Clearing up the numerous concerns regarding the U.S. borderland ports of entry for non-essential travelers starting Monday. Border agents detailed what will be expected of non-U.S. citizens planning to cross: having a valid passport or visa and proof of an approved COVID-19 vaccination as outlined on the CDC website.
Individuals have an electronic record on their phone that is acceptable evidence of vaccination.
CBP Executive Director Matthew Davey says a negative COVID-19 test is not required, but border agents are only accepting FDA-approved or World Health Organization authorized vaccines for emergency use on the CDC's website, which include AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, and Sinovac. But what about unvaccinated minors entering the U.S. from Mexico?
Any child under the age of 18 will be exempted from the vaccination requirement provided that they are traveling with a fully vaccinated adult.
CBP says expect big delays at the border.
Wait times as travel increases, but we do expect to have a full complement of staffing to handle this surge as travel resumes.
Border businesses welcome the increased foot traffic.
With this news of it opening up soon, that's incredible to hear. It's really good news. It makes us really happy here at the border with all these businesses trying to struggle to keep up.
As for the border agents themselves being fully vaccinated in compliance with the federal mandate,
we are laser focused on vaccinating our workforce ahead of the November 22nd deadline.
Heather Hope, News 8.
It's official. Tonight, children ages 5 to 11 can now get vaccinated against COVID-19.
Public health officials just approved Pfizer's COVID vaccine for emergency use for children as young as 5. News 8's Steve Price talks with a local physician about what this means in the fight against COVID.
Rady Children's Hospital says they are ready to start giving children ages 5 to 11 the COVID-19 vaccine as soon as it's officially approved. And for parents who have also been anxiously awaiting that approval, today is a huge day.
Following the unanimous recommendation from a CDC advisory panel Tuesday afternoon, the CDC's director approved Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for children ages 5 to 11.
All of these advisors felt that this was the right step to take to prevent disease in children and get kids back to school and back to their regular activities.
An estimated 28 million children in the U.S. fall into that 5 to 11 age group. For some parents, the approval process can't come fast enough.
It'll make life that much easier to be able to take the kids places, to not feel so worried about, do we have a mask, do we not have a mask, can we be around these friends and their kids.
But a recent survey shows only 27% of parents plan to vaccinate their kids right away. 1/3 say they will wait and see. Doctors at Rady Children's Hospital hope that parents will change their mind once they know the facts.
What people need to understand is kids do get COVID, they get sick with COVID. We've now had over 300 kids in Rady Children's Hospital with COVID and about 75 in the intensive care unit.
The CDC adds nationwide 94 kids between the ages of 5 and 11 have died from COVID.
The risk is too high and too devastating to our children, and far higher than for many other diseases for which we vaccinate children.
Parents say one concern is that although rare, some children getting the vaccine experienced myocarditis, which is an inflammation of the heart muscle.
We think it's going to be less common in the 5 to 11-year-old age group, and even in the adolescents, it's generally very, very mild. That is, the kids recover within a few days and are back to their baselines.
Pfizer has already started shipping millions of doses to hospitals and doctors' offices around the country to help pediatricians and other health professionals get shots into arms as quickly as possible. Steve Price, News 8.
All right, Steve, thanks. Emotional testimony today from the mother of a Church's Chicken employee who was shot and killed back in 2019.
Today, the gunman, 51-year-old Albert Lee Blake, was sentenced to life in prison for killing 28-year-old Maribel Ibanez and wounding 2 of her co-workers. Prosecutors say it all began after the employees refused to take a counterfeit bill from Blake.
Ibanez's mother said through tears today that her daughter was her best friend.
He didn't stop to think it was my daughter. He killed it. And he didn't do nothing to him to hurt her so bad. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me. By putting him in jail, it will stop hurting more other people.
Blake showed no emotion in court today. He was sentenced to 146 years to life in prison.
Dashcam video shows the moment right there. A red Mustang sped through a red light, plowed into another car at 47th and Logan Avenue in Lincoln Park. The impact was so strong it sent the other vehicle flying into Fresheria Health Food. San Diego police say 6 people inside the restaurant were hurt, along with 2 people that were in the car. Officers tell us the driver of the Mustang tried to get out and run after the crash, but they chased her down. Police suspect she was under the influence. She's been arrested on suspicion of felony hit and run. Officials at the Metropolitan Correctional Center reported a positive case of tuberculosis in the facility. Now, San Diego County Health is offering free tuberculosis testing for inmates and staff that may have been exposed. A negative result usually means no infection, but it could take up to 10 weeks for someone who's been exposed to test positive. The exposure window was between April 28th and September 22nd.
The County Board of Supervisors unanimously approved a long-term plan to tackle the growing homelessness crisis. The Framework for Ending Homelessness has 5 elements, which include an approach that ensures that services and programs are focused on the individual and created in culturally sensitive ways. The county will also work with other jurisdictions to ensure housing stability, as well as racial and social equity as part of homeless prevention. County officials say they are looking to use federal COVID relief funds and other state funding.